Hello, welcome one and all to a special Christmas treat. I'm one of the tacos, and you'll notice the first thing first off, the little FPS thing is still up in the corner there. It's going to stay there because I've actually been having some trouble getting this game to record, so I'm not entirely sure 100% how well it's going to actually record, if it records at all. So I'm leaving that up there as a little help, extra reinsurance for myself that this might actually end up working. So if you're seeing this video, that is because it is either Christmas Day or you're watching this after Christmas of 2015. To begin with, I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. If you're into Christmas, if you're not into Christmas, Merry whatever, and if you're not into anything, just have a happy day. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just have a good day. Good day to you, sir, but in a nice way, not in a I'm walking away mean way. Not even a minute in, and I've already gone on an incessant rant. So, moving on. I did not do a Christmas Let's Play this year, like I did last year when I did Die Hard. I really couldn't come up with anything that would work, and furthermore, I'm a little overburdened right now. Overburdened is not the proper term, but I have enough going on. I've got 4 active Let's Plays and 2 ongoing series. We Must Defend the Briefcase and the Hero of the Storm videos, in addition to the 4 Let's Plays. Bioshock, Mass Effect 2, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and a Heretic. Almost couldn't remember the last one there. So, in lieu of doing a Christmas Let's Play, I'm going to do a Christmas videos slash whatever. Oh, you'll understand in a bit. So I decided to do Dungeons of Dredmor, which is a game I actually have a lot of experience with. I have almost 100 hours in this game, almost 100 hours. So I know my way around. I've beaten Dredmor on several occasions. However, I've never beaten Dredmor in the manner that I'm about to attempt. This is going to be a hardcore run. For those of you that don't know what that means one life. I get one shot and then it's over. So this could either be one short video, one long video, it could be many videos. Probably going to be one short video. One of the quickest things you'll learn about Dungeons of Dredmor is that it's actually the difficulty is very weird. It starts off very hard, then gets a lot easier up until the point where you start getting to the last floors. So if I can actually get a foothold and get going, this could actually last a long time. If I can't get that foothold, it's not going to last very long at all. Now, one other thing I want to comment on before I hit new game is that I have no idea how loud this is. I can't actually adjust the volume until I'm in game. So hopefully this is not too loud. So, new game. We're going to go Dwarvis Moderation, the practical approach to engineering, which is the medium difficulty. We're going to go Permadeath, we're leaving No Time to Grind off, and we're doing Realm of the Diggle Gods. Character creation. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, right at the start, you see this? I'm playing non-modded. If you're one of those people where it's mods or bust, leave now. Because this is going to be unmodded. I don't like mods. I've been over this 100 times. I don't like mods. You won't ever see a mod on my channel. If you do see a mod, it's because it's a game that started out as a mod and is now as its own thing, like Killing Floor or something along those lines. Brutal Doom is a mod that I've done, and that's only because Doom is a game that's hard to get working on modern computers unless you have a mod in the first place. Which is why I use the emulator nowadays, Xandrodome, and I can play Doom in its regular old glorified state. The other thing I'm going to do, and I'm nervous about doing this, but we're going to do it, we're doing random! You start the game with 7 skills chosen, excitingly, at random. We're doing random, and whatever the game gives us is what it gives us. So, let's roll a dice. Okay. This actually isn't that terrible. It gave us swords, which is really good because you need some kind of melee thing in this, like some kind of weapon mastery in this game. You have to. Artful Dodger is not bad. It's one I use on a lot of my characters. It's not bad. Astrology is space magic. It's alright. Promethean magic is not actually that great. Fire magic is not that good in this game, in my opinion. Magic training is essentially another form of weapon. It makes you very good with wands. So my character is going to be very skilled with wands. The other two things are both also schools of wizardry. Egyptian magic and magical law. I've only done these two briefly, but I can tell from what I've little done with it, magical law is actually really good. So the biggest issue I can tell that I'm going to have with this character right off the bat is that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different schools of magic. This character is going to be a wizard hardcore. And that's bad in this game, because wizards don't do very well. I've never had a wizard get very far. The other issue I can tell that I'm going to have right off the bat is the most fatal thing in this game is not the monsters, it's traps. Traps in this game can end you, and I mean quick. There are some that are just instant kills to some characters. Like, literally, you step on it, your character dies, even at full health. This is the issue you're going to encounter a lot on the first few floors. Once you get past that point, the traps become less dangerous, and this is when the game, you can start going through it a lot quicker, because the monsters are never really a threat. Some of them are, some of them aren't. There are a few in particular, mostly the mage-like monsters. Those ones are the ones that you gotta watch out for. So, I lack any of the skills that are particularly useful against traps. I don't have perception. I don't have the tinkering. None of that stuff, like archaeology, none of that stuff that'll really help with that. Nor did I also get Laywalker, which would have been really awesome with 4 schools of magic. Laywalker is magic regeneration, basically. I'm also glad I didn't get any of the really bad ones, like Killer Vegan or Vampire, which, in my opinion, are not very good. So, this is what we got. This is what we're going to have to go with. One other rule before we start. If I die in 5 minutes or less, I'm doing it again. Because I want to... Okay, more specific, I need to get 20 minutes worth of quantity, like video out of this, if nothing else. So, we're going to be a male. What's the name of him? You know what? I'm already basically a wizard. Let's go with Fiven. Don't crash on me. In ages long past, great heroes bound the dark Lord Dredmor into the depths of the earth. His evil would trouble the land no more. Alas, the foul lich Dredmor proved most devious and patient, for he has been loosening his magical bonds, slowly freeing himself to again spread his evil in the world of light. He must be stopped! Again! That's because I've killed him several times. Once more, it is time for an adventure of glory. It's time for a hero. Unfortunately, this hero is you, with probably not a very good stat list, but I could have rolled worse. You have been summoned by the king to prove yourself, to save the land and its people, to join the heroes of legends in victory over the dungeons of Dredmor. Right. Game. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Disable click to move is on, which means I cannot click to move, which is one of the quickest ways you can get yourself killed in this game. As you can see, music and volume is pretty much as low as it's already going to get. See? I'm clicking and it does nothing. So, this is going to help me make sure I move one space at a time. Because if you move too quickly, you'll step on a trap. Now, these are the skills that I've started out with. As you can tell, I already have 4 frickin' spells. I believe this one, I'm not sure if it... Yeah, it's not... So this is a spell we're going to want to have casted at all times. This is a small fire spell. This is, I believe, a glyph spell? No? Oh, that's Sep's magic. Okay. I haven't played with Realm of the Wizards a lot. Not Realm of the Wizards, it's Conquest of the Wizardlands, I believe it's called. That could have been a monster dungeon and we would have immediately been dead. Okay. So we've got an evil magic potato, which is actually a threat for a monster. I don't remember the range on Dragon Breath. I think it's only like one space. This thing could end up killing us. Yep. The good news is I have a melee skill in swords, so I'm not that bad at melee. See, right there. Cruel Blade Trap, 45% chance to disable. Not going to touch it. We're going to equip this ring. Boom. These are all of our various stats. I might explain those in detail. This is a fountain. I could drink that for a random thing to happen. I'm not, because... Ooh, I already have a helmet. From astrology. This is a better helmet, so I'm keeping that. In this game, food is healing, booze is magic regeneration. So, this is a sickly diggle. This is actually a quite potent threat for a monster at this point. That question mark means it thinks it's seen somebody. The explanation point is it knows it's seen somebody. It just made a Skyrim reference, because that is what monsters do in this game. It's dead. And we're already out of magic, so we need to booze. Because this character needs to have magic on at all times in order to do anything. This is just better than the armor I'm wearing. Oh, it's pants. So it's even more better than what I'm wearing, so we're going to wear it. Reagents, not really that valuable, and I won't be keeping them. Nay, we won't bash it open. This lever could do many things. We'll flip it anyways. Levers are usually always worth flipping because of the Uber chest. Now this is an axe class weapon, and when we take it, enemies are going to come running. So at the moment, frankly, I think we're going to leave it alone. This door's locked. Kicking it can wound myself, which at this point is not something I want to happen. Ah! Now see, I was able to disable that one without testing. Jeez! I cannot talk this video. Closing doors behind you is usually a good idea. Confiscate evidence. Yoink! Magical law already proving to be helpful. And look at that. Way better than what I'm wearing. Very good item for a wizard to start off with. And see? That is what happens when you get impatient. You step on a trap just like that. If that had been a more dangerous trap, I would be dead. If you take this carefully, I'm going to wait right there. It's just a regular diggle. I'll fight it. Got it. This is a bookshelf. They can teach you recipes. Recipes I won't really be using. I'm not much of a crafting person. In addition, I didn't get any of the crafting traits, so I'm definitely not being a crafting person. Now we're going to close this door, because as you can see, monsters already respawned. If a room is fully explored, and there's no other ways to go, we close the door. Because the less monsters we have wandering around this place, trust me, the better. I'm going to have to continue kicking this door. Currently, I have no magic regeneration over time on this character. If anything, that's going to be the thing that kills me. I'm going to hold on to this stuff for the time being. That is a legendary monster, and because we kicked open the door... Shoot. Because we kicked it open, it's not there to shut on the monster. All, like, food and healing is over time, so... Food and, like, booze, I mean. You see how it's barely taking any damage from all this? And... There's B. Arthur. Tell you what, we're gonna run down here. Shoot. That did not work how I wanted it to. This is bad, because this guy can probably kill me. Okay, think. If I'm foolish enough, there is a way out of this. I might just have to be foolish enough. I don't have a lot to lose. Yep, we're going down. If there's monsters down here and I get trapped in, that's it. I'm not trapped in. So we're going to drink, and we're going to pass time. Get that mana back, because we need it. Now we're going back up. Ow. That didn't work that bad, because... that well, I mean, because it didn't actually wander away. We're going to have to try to fight it. It's not actually doing that much damage. And we leveled up. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. You must learn a new skill. As you can tell, if you haven't noticed already, this game is big into puns, and I love it. It's big into video game culture. Alright. We have a lot of options. We should probably work on our fire, because the Rune of Exploding is one of the only decent ones it has. Most of the abilities don't actually tell you what they do. They just give you a vague hint and you have to figure it out. That might be handy, taking away the ability for monsters to cast. I think we're going to take the Rune of Exploding, though. It is a lot of magic, but it's a very good spell at this point. Yeah, we need that offensive magic right now. And because we can... the guards come running. Into my fire trap. You can hear them all dying. It says the rest of them flee in fear, so they're all running away. Also, I lost my Radiant Aura. Ow. The names on the items are randomly generated, so a lot of it doesn't make sense. That's part of the joke. It's a good thing that I really did roll that sword skill, because you need something other than mana in this game. All too often you end up running out. Alright. So, let's go this way. I don't know how long, if this actually keeps going. Sounds machinery. Uh-oh. I got impatient. I'm not poisoned, which means I can just stand here and eat, but if a monster comes for my soul, I will perish. So let's digest, and hope for the best. Okay, good. The good news is I can disable these. Not that, though. I got impatient. Is this a regular arrow trap? Well, we'll never know. And that's an easy target trap. I'm not even sure if I even saw that. Clearly I didn't, but I'm not even sure if the character saw that. This is a Lutefisk statue. It is currently useless to us. It will be better for us later. This is bad. Gnomes are a problem in this game. So what we're going to do, we're going to cast Rune of Exploding and run. They're both dead. Softballs, throwing weapons, not something this character really needs in particular. Wait for you to line up with me, then Dragon's Breath. There's a machine that sells bolts, which would be useful to me if I was an archer. And I just snapped onto another trap. Simple wooden shield. I would rather... Oh, nope, I already have an arcane orb. I was going to say, if I didn't have an arcane orb... We're going to run out of inventory space soon. There's that last trap. Another level. We're now a meddling kid. Alright. What is this? Call upon the powers of Imhotep, the greatest physician, architect, chancellor, priest, engineer, etc. Just think of him as the Egyptian fauns. Yeah, basically. Going to take this rune as well. This is the Uber chest. It is currently locked. It will probably stay locked for the duration of the level. They have Uber loot. That is what all the levers are for. We're going to let this video keep going. I don't think this game will be a terribly long upload. I could be wrong. Lockpicks. Bolts. Over here, another ring. More reagents, and back over here. Let's keep going this way. Diggle. Gotta watch out for sickly diggles, they're a problem. So you can see our magic is slowly going up. It's going up a lot faster than our health is. Ow. Got impatient. Getting impatient again. So now the best thing we can do right now is digest. Just wait. Wait it out. This is a positive blessing. We want this. It is, albeit brief. Haywire is a random event that happens. So we're done in... Ow. We're done in this area. So we're going to close that place up. Whew. The air was blocked by a door, otherwise it would have hit me and I would be in pain. Probably wouldn't kill me. Floors, or not floors, traps thankfully do not respawn. So when you know an area is clear of traps, you can continue on. Cheese. There's a floor trap we're going to disable for free XP. And while we're here, actually I don't think I fully explored down over here. I like to fully explore the floor before moving on. I think I'm going to cut this video off in 30 minutes. If we're still here at 30 minutes. Ah! One of these. I don't exactly remember the patterns, but we'll take a guess. This will create a random... whatchamacallit, vending machine. Hoopla! Food! Well, if I need food badly, which the wizard might, we know where to go. Let me expand the map here so it's a little clearer for you. Actually, I kind of like it like that. Maybe one smaller. Can't disable that. Not without risk of hurting myself. And if there's a risk of hurting myself, it's not even worth it. But notice when you try to disable it, like right there, when you try, and even if you choose not to, it stays highlighted. This is Lutefisk. I'll read it to you in a second. Lutefisk, a traditional Norwegian fish product, was invented by the Vikings as an easier way of instilling fear in their enemies than raiding and pillaging. It is traditionally inflicted upon young Norwegians by their grandparents and is described by one famous author as the world's largest chunk of phlegm. It is a 1 health food item that is almost entirely worthless except for giving to the Lutefisk statue. And occasionally it will store a blessing on you, occasionally it won't. This is a Brax. Notice it has 118 health. I only have 26. We're not going to mess with the Brax. This is a store. All stores are owned by Braxes. You can steal, but the Brax might notice you. If the Brax notices you, it's going to get mad. Have you ever played Spelunky? You upset one Brax, you upset all Braxes for the rest of time. At least in my case. There are some characters who I'm sure are a lot better at stealing than I am, but there are stealing skills that I did not get, so for me, it's too risky. None of this, except kind of that. It's a tome. What does my tome do? My tome says better. I want none of this. I want nothing to do with this. Oh, while I'm here, most of the music changes. I should just sell this stuff. Basically, reagents and stuff can all go. I'm not going to use it. In fact, I think all of this can go except for the food. I might need the food. Certainly not going to need that. Not going to need that. Right then. Another Bee Arthur. Or an Amazonian bumblebee person, as this one is. They all have funny names and funny descriptions. It's part of the fun. This is a handheld weaponry dispenser for throwing weapons. Going to kick down that door because we're already on lockpicks. I didn't even notice. No, I will not be attacking the Brax. Stop asking. This is a reagent machine, and these are reagents. All this is just self-fodder to me. Ooh. No thank you, though. 45% chance, not touching it. Not touching it. That's a Robobolt thing. Those are actually quite dangerous to us at that point. At this point. Those could kill us. A cave raven. Why did I just openly step on that? You see what I mean about patience in this game? You gotta take every step just very, very so carefully. Gnomes are a problem. Because they are still wizards. Very low level wizards, but still wizards. One other thing that I haven't brought... Ooh, another Uber chest. There's a room in this game that is going to come up later, because it always comes up later. You'll see it when it arrives, and you'll hear me panic and scream like a little girl. It hasn't come yet. Also, I do have magic regeneration. I gain 1 point of mana per every 7 rounds. So, not a lot. Arcane Wand, that is good. Actually, I don't remember. Is this the one that makes you good with wands? No, I think there's another one. I think there's actually a wand focus that makes you better with the wands. Still, wands are good for this character. Period. They're a form of magic that doesn't require mana. Mini fridge. Had a Voltaic potion in it. Ow, I just stepped on that for 6 points of damage. Rough blade. I took that risk. It paid off. And there's a gnome there. And my holy aura isn't on. I need to remember to turn that on. It can't see me, so it can't cast magic at me. Now it can see me. Now it's dead. Still locked. So, we're going to actually close this door for the time being. And I feel like we need to go back up here and finish exploring these other areas. These 2 hallways over here. Got it opened. Sorry if this is not too terribly entertaining. I'm trying to be careful. I am interested to see how long I can take this. And we are almost near the 30-minute mark. Probably only the first part will go up on Christmas. A 3rd Uber chest. That is a lot for 1 floor. Especially so early on. What does being fair have to do with anything? Surprised we haven't come across any arcane writing yet. Easy target curse. Ow. Wooden crate, potion. Not the drinking kind, trust me. Green ones usually aren't. Sandwich, reagent, smash, fire rune there, hope they wander onto it. Recipe that I'll never use. Mace weapon that I'll never use. Come on, guys. Notice me. Oi! Stop going the complete opposite direction that I wanted you to go. Fine. I'll attack this monster. Fight it in combat. Notice arrow traps are always in a straight line as to their origin. Right there. Nope. There it is. That is a sickly diggle. That is a threat. We're going to... Oh. Oh! I get hit with an anti-magic field. That's what that spell was. So I'm going to go this way now. Hopefully, no, it did not follow me down. I would have tried to make it step on that trap. I need to deal with this thing, or it's going to be a problem. Oh, that got it. The haywire ended up doing a lot of damage to it. Nice. Good encouragement from this game. Ah, there's a good old... Oh, the haywire made everything move around. It's a good old-fashioned healing potion. Item that you'll never get tired of. Statue of Dredmor, 50 XP. Always worth breaking. Ooh, another wand. We're gonna go switch to this arcane wand for the time being. Actually, no, we won't. We should save wands for when we truly need them. Did I try opening this yet? Oh, nope, I didn't. It's a really crappy item, but it's a necklace. So, I'm actually going to cut the video off here because we've gone just past 30 minutes. So, thanks for watching. I'll sign it off and have a happy holiday. Wonder how much longer this is going to go on.